Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first Terry Talk of 2024. Happy New Year to you. When we think back on 2023, wasn't the greatest year. It was a particularly kind of awkward year. We had wars in the Ukraine, Gaza, we had inflation, we had rising interest rates, we had people being squeezed, wildfires, remember those from last summer? Record temperatures across the world, and really more divisiveness than togetherness over the last little while. So with the new year comes New Year's resolutions, and hopefully one of them is maybe it's just going to be a better year. Here's what we know about New Year's resolutions. About 2/3 of us feel pressure to actually make them. About a third of us actually do. Most of us make that commitment to fitness and better health. Usually lasts until about the middle of January, or for those that really keep going, about 4 months. Interestingly, a fellow by the name of Matt Clark, and Matt, if you're out there watching, shout out to you, my brother. We're a company called Virtual Edge, doing some work with this here. And interestingly, he had a post talking about New Year's resolutions. And he talked more about setting 5 and 10-year goals rather than specific yearly sort of resolutions. And he keeps focusing on the things that are working well, and when they don't work well, he kind of ditches them, which was really an interesting perspective, and brings me to my main point today. Over the holidays, unfortunately, it was rather sad for us. My mother-in-law passed away. She was a brilliant woman. Never shied away from sharing her point of view. For those of you who know her, you'll understand that. In fact, she wanted a poem read at her funeral. And it seems only so appropriate from where we are today, or from where we are today in the world, and collectively as we think about resolutions, to reflect on this poem, which I'm going to read to you, and I hope it resonates with you. Here it is. It's called The Dash by Linda Ellis. As I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend, he referred to the dates on the tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted that the first came the date of birth and spoke the following date with tears. But he said what mattered most of all was the dash between the years. For that dash represents all the time that they spent alive on Earth. And now only those who loved them know what that little line is worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love, and how we spend our dash. So think about this long and hard. Are there things you'd like to change? For you never know how much time is left that can still be rearranged. If we could just slow down enough to consider what's true and real, and always try to understand the way other people feel, and be less quick to anger, and show appreciation more, and love the people in our lives like we've never loved before. If we treat each other with respect, and more often wear a smile, remembering this special dash might only last a little while. So when your eulogy is being read, with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash? Interesting. Great way to start 2024. As always, looking for your comments, feedback. Always open to that, looking forward to that. I hope that you take some time to reflect on how you want to spend your dash. Great time to renew, reflect, rethink about what the year ahead holds. And I hope it's a super terrific 2024 for you and yours. Happy New Year.